Hello there, morons. It's Victor, Give Me a Flake Man, the king of the morons, here with a laundry video. It's been a while since I've done one of these. If you're new to the channel, which you're probably not, what I do is I take a sip of whiskey, usually from a funny looking glass, and answer some of your stupid questions. Some of them are actually stupid, some of them are not. Let's see what we have tonight. Actually, I actually took the time to put 10 questions aside for you here, but I think I'll add a bonus at the end because there were some pretty stupid questions on Twitter as well. So let's get to it. What else was I doing today? Oh yeah, I was cleaning up my room. I don't know if you can't really tell, but it's cleaner. I was doing something else. Oh yeah, I just made a video for you might enjoy. I thought, give me a break, man. It's a fun video of just me and the guys hanging out in Osaka. We went down there a couple weeks ago and I shot some video with them, and there's a video that's uploading right now as we speak, so by the time this is done, it'll be up there. It'll be up. Anyway, let's start the evening with a sip. Okay, number one comes from Elias, who says, I've always had the impression that being of my skin color and race, Sicilian Spanish, I'm Sicilian too, Spanish too. I'm a part Sicilian, German, Spanish, Peruvian, Indian, but I'm 100% American. I would be at a disadvantage in the dating scene. Anyway, Elias says he thinks because of his background he would be at a disadvantage in the dating scene. How true, in your opinion, is this statement? It does not matter. You're not dating everyone. You're only going to date one person. And if that person accepts you the way you look, the way you are, then you're fine. Does it matter whether the chances are that more people are attracted to blonde guys? More people are attracted to rich men. Did you know that? So in a sense, I'm at a disadvantage because I'm not loaded. More people are attracted to George Clooney. I think we're all at a disadvantage because of that. So when you start thinking like that, you're stupid! So then he says, it may sound crazy, but I have always wanted to meet a Japanese woman and start a family with them. It's not a them. It is a person, okay? I never intended to get married. I ended up getting married because of my wife, not because she was Japanese. The reason is because of their strong family values and culture. Yeah, like people from Spain have no culture, no strong family values. Anyone that you marry has strong family values. Listen, there was a woman the other day who had a kid, broke up with the father. She wanted to date her new boyfriend, so she went to a public bathroom, left her kid in the toilet so she could go out for a date. A few hours later, the girl was crying. Someone heard the voices in the toilet, called the police. The woman did not come back to pick up her kid until the next day. Okay? She was Japanese. This generalizing about Japanese people is stupid. And you're not dating the whole race, even if a percentage of Japanese women are more family-oriented than Sicilian women. It's still ridiculous. Anyway, he says, I'm 28 years old, currently finishing my associate's in liberal arts degree, which is not going to get you a job in Japan. You need a BA or BS. You need a 4-year degree. Your associate's is worthless. Get the 4-year. Excuse me for being short with you, but this is what you need. You need a kick in the ass, buddy. And he says, thank you for your response. Have a wonderful day. God, I'm a jerk, huh? But dude, come on, give me a break. Number two comes from Logan, who says, I've been told by a few of my friends and read in some places that Japanese women, or another Japanese woman, can be kind of disconnected in a relationship marriage. You seem happily married, and I was wondering your thoughts on this. Do you think that Japanese girls have less tendency to be overly romantic, affectionate than, say, Western women? Yeah, generally speaking, yeah. They don't like to hold hands so much or kiss so much in public. I kiss my wife every day when I leave for work. And I kiss the neighbor's wife too. Ba-dum-bum. No. I should use this for that. I see the neighbor is actually a 65-year-old or 75-year-old woman with hair on her legs. Anyway, and on her face too. But a nice woman. Anyway, he says, yeah, thanks again. Hopefully I can buy you a drink. All these people are so friendly. These last two very friendly messages. But yeah, let me see. Yeah, there we go. Is that taping? Yeah, just making sure that's taping. Okay, so yeah, generally speaking, but you hear a lot of this all over. There's a lot of forums that talk about how Japanese women stop having sex with you after you marry them or after they have children. But there are a lot of jokes about that all over the world. There's the wedding cake joke. I don't know if you guys have heard this. I'm sure you have. After the wedding cake, after she ate if women eat the wedding cake, then they never give you oral pleasure again. That's one of the jokes. Okay. So it's crass, I know, but it's one of those jokes that men say to each other. It depends, depends on you. It depends on how much you put into it. It depends on the whole thing. Every case is different. So again, this is a generality that's kind of irrelevant. Some women are very, very affectionate, some are not. Also, it depends on here's the thing you have to remember. A lot of Japanese women are with gaijin guys because they're expecting something different, which can be confusing because, for example, they marry a gaijin guy thinking that he's going to be more helpful around the house and more liberal. But at the same time, the gaijin guy might be marrying the Japanese woman because he's thinking she's going to be more conservative. So, there you go. Number 3. So yeah, case by case. Number 3, Cory says, "Hi, I bought this antique hand-carved wooden Japanese box from eBay. It has Japanese characters on the side. I wonder if you could translate them." No, I don't translate shit. Okay, don't stop. People send me essays all the time. Sorry, but it's just this is a job for me translating. Okay, it's a job. Why would I do that? It would be interesting to know what they say and illustrate the purpose of the box. Actually, but I'll be honest. I did look at the box. The guy sent me pics, and I put them somewhere, and that was a long time ago, and I haven't looked at them since. But in short, I have no idea. I couldn't even read what the picture said. They were just it's written in handwriting, and it was just too difficult. So I don't know, but I got to tell you, generally speaking, like those kind of questions are just just annoying because, come on, give me a break. I've got other things to do. I'm flipping through here real quick to see if I can find that picture again, and see if I can find it, just to verify that I cannot. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, okay. It says out in something safe, flat, Heikin, yeah, Heian. Could be a name of the place. The In and Out. Yeah, In and Out something place. I'll see if I can throw this into the video. But the other one looks like Su. It's handwriting. You know what? I'll put it in the video, and I'll tell you what. I don't really care enough to do it, but I'm sure someone watching this video will do it. So this is a challenge for you guys watching this video. You guys do it. Yeah, it's just you guys don't pay me enough for that. Okay. That's an expression. Amy, next question, number 4, says, "Hi, Victor. I have a couple questions. Hope you can help me. I'm 17 years old and Irish. And I've been studying Japanese for 2.5 years. My dream is to go to college and get my BA and come over to try and teach." Okay, very good. Right track. You're on the right track. "But I was wondering whether I would have to get a job first and then come over and get a job." Either way. Doesn't matter. Up to you. If you have a BA, you can do it either way. My other question is, which I'm not sure you'll be able to answer, is how much do Japanese people know about Ireland in general? Not much at all. Thank you for your help and happy St. Paddy's Day. Okay, I guess this was sent around. Oh, this was sent March 16th. Wow, really behind on these, right? Yeah, again, I don't know why people send these specific questions. How much do Japanese know about my country, my nationality? This is me. I don't identify with. I'm an individual, and I enjoy being an individual. I don't really. Oh my God, if you're following the stupid drama recently, that just sounded really stupid. That wasn't my intention at all. I meant just to say that I'm an individual human being and I don't really identify with nationalities or groups so much. I'm American and I don't have, I always get that from idiots like, "Oh, you want to be Japanese." No, I don't. No, not really. Never had that. I'm nothing against it, but just not, I'm quite happy being who I am, which is American. Anyway, but it's not like a rallying cry for me. "I'm American, yeah!" No, nothing like that. But anywho, yeah, I don't know why so many people are so interested in that kind of question. You know, how much does Japanese know? Not much, not that much. You know, Japanese don't know that much, and again, it depends on the person. There are some Japanese who know quite a bit. Number 5, from Dustin, who says, "How do I pronounce my name in katakana?" Dasutin, Dasuchin, maybe Dustin, Dustin, Dustin. I don't know. That's not Dustin. Dustin. It would be chin, I guess. Next question comes from someone ironically, or not ironically, coincidentally named Destin. Hello, Victor, fellow moron here. Okay, I like people who are able to call themselves morons because it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the first to message you on this topic, but I was wondering if you could do any collaborations with abroad in Japan. We did an interview together already. And I did meeting in Osaka, but since you insist, I will put this video. The following video is a clip of me with abroad in Japan and some other YouTubers. And here it is. Here I am with Chris abroad in Japan, and he has bought the table a round of cider. Yeah. Chris, why do you like this stuff? It is almost the case like my drunkest mate all day. You're drunk every day. For the UK, the middle place to be. Drunk is such a strong word. I got your glass. No, there's 2 glasses. She bought 2 new rabbits. She left. Cheers, let me try. Cheers, come yeah, sorry, this is very popular. It's like apple juice. It's basically apple juice with alcohol. This is what old men do. Sophisticated thing. You have to raise your eyebrow when you drink it. You have to wear something of sophistication. There we go. The only thing they got wrong is serving it in wine glasses. Yeah. It usually comes in a glass like that. Oh, okay. It looks weird like this. I asked for a beer, but they brought me a not bad. It's very light. What's the alcohol percentage? I would say, yeah, 5, not 6, 4. 5.5. Well, no, usually 7%. That is British actually. It's imported from Suffolk, England. They bugger each other there constantly, I heard. Whilst drinking cider, yeah. While drinking. Americans don't have the word buggers, we like to say that. Yeah. That's the only cider I would drink, scrumpies. Really? And that was only to get drunk. New Zealand. Australia. The motherland. Queensland. England. There we go. The motherland. And that was again from Destin, and he says also, thanks for your videos and condolences on your recent loss. It's been 100 days since Maggie died. We missed a little bitch. Quite awfully. Isn't that a beautiful picture? It's my favorite picture. This was taken by Michael, who is Gakuranman on YouTube. Anyway, yeah, Maggie. Okay. Next question comes from Jimmy, who says, "Hi, one of your morons here. To greet the king, after showing my respect, I'm going to get straight to the point. Thank you. I'm 21 years old and I'm interested in Japan." He's Swedish. And he says, "I have 2 options." So I guess he wants to know my input. Yeah. Number 1, study 3 years in Sweden, get my degree, and then go to Japan and study the language for 18 to 24 months. Here I can focus on the Japanese, and then it would try to get a part-time job in the field, and I would have my degree, but I would have to wait 3 years to get it. So basically, study Japanese in Sweden, get your degree, and then come over. Or apply to a language school now, go there in October, which is just 2 months away. Spend 6 to 8 months studying the language, and then, if my Japanese allows it, get a part-time job. When I'm done with language school, I can try to get into a Japanese university. If I like Japan, after seeing it up close, which is a good idea. If you want to come to Japan, first come and visit and see if you like it. I can go back to home, right? Let me see it up close. Or if he doesn't like it, he can go back home. So it's Japan versus university. What are your thoughts? either way, you could come over here to language school. If I had it to do over, I would probably come sooner and study here because you can, you'll do a better, you'll get, what do you call it? You'll learn language faster if you're here, if you try, and you stay away from foreigners. If that is your intention. Now, again, I've said in previous videos, I would not major in Japanese because you don't need to. Why? College, well, it depends on where you're from, I guess. Sweden, I think the college is paid for there, so you don't appreciate it. But for Americans, where college is extremely expensive, get a degree that you can use no matter what you do. If you get just a language degree or kind of a light liberal arts degree, it's not as easy to land a job using that degree as compared to an engineering degree or something in business maybe. Though business is arguably kind of a how do we say it? A degree that doesn't produce anything, generally speaking. Just a lot of people in business just leech off society in their own different ways. But if you're able to get into a company, into a business, and grow something that actually produces something, that's different, of course. But yeah, you don't need. The point is, you do not need a degree to speak Japanese well or learn Japanese if that's your intention. Okay, so it's up to you. I guess if I had the chance, I'd come over. If I had it to do over, I would have come over earlier. I came over when I was 22 or 23. Number 8 from Johnny says, I've been hitchhiking through Europe, and now I would like to go to Japan and hitchhike and backpack. Is it easy, or do people in Japan I'm going to speak this English, not give ride to strangers, or are there cheap hostels? There are a lot of cheap hostels. There's that couch surfing stuff. There are a lot of things you can do. And you can camp. I've ridden my motorcycle and bicycled around Japan and camped with a little backpack by myself. It's pretty doable. But when it comes to hitchhiking, I've only successfully hitchhiked with a blonde girl. So we would hitchhike together and they would pick us up. Okay, she was hot. That was a long time ago. I wonder what happened to her. I don't know what happened. She went back to the States and we lost touch. Anyway, that's that. Right. Let's see what happened. What else happened? Yeah, let me interrupt just to tell you an old story about that girl. So I was only here I just arrived. I'd only be here for a little less than a month. And I met this blonde girl at the International Center 23 years ago or so. And I don't even remember her name. She was gorgeous, long, slightly wavy hair, killer body, really fun girl, a lot of fun. And we were, not exactly a couple, but we were, together. Sometimes. It was weird. I don't remember why. She had really conservative parents, and her parents were working, her father was here on some kind of business. He was working for one of those big companies like Toyota or something. And it was weird. I don't know if it was her or me, but, either way, either of us were fine with the relationship the way it was, which was kind of a loose relationship. As in, we're not boyfriend, girlfriend, but we would meet and have a really good time together, and things were kind of romantic sometimes. And I knew her for a while. Her parents were really conservative. I remember one night we all got together and we watched. I guess this was VHS days, videotape days, and we watched Love. It was that story about with Robert De Niro and Meryl Streep, where they meet in a bookstore, they fall in love, and nothing ever happens, but their desire for each other destroys their marriages, maybe coincidentally or as a result. And they meet years later, and they hook up, right? And we both thought it was really nice, but her parents were like, that's a horrible movie, it destroys family values and things like that. So her parents were really conservative, and I was thinking to myself, when you're not home, your daughter and I are totally doing it in your apartment. Boy, this is terrible to say on camera, huh? But I hope you appreciate that. But Here's the sad story about this. Kind of. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's sad. I I don't know why I never knew, but one day she got around to telling me why she came to Japan, and it was to have a baby. Because she had gotten pregnant, and she to escape the shame of being, an unwed mother, and she didn't want the baby, and I guess her parents supported her. They had agreed to take her to Japan. It was I guess not just the fact that her father got a job there, but also the fact that she her father got a job and she happened to be pregnant at the same time, so they took advantage of the situation to kind of hide it from the rest of her family. So she came to Japan. I don't know the details. Like, I guess she had the baby and it's, I mean, I'd known her. I guess I guess it just had happened. I mean, I met her. We both arrived about the same time, so I guess she was fresh on just losing the baby. Not losing the baby, but giving it away. But it must have been pretty traumatic for everyone involved. Looking back now, that's pretty bizarre. Her parents were upset about the breaking up the marriage thing, and they were talking about family values. But they gave away that kid, right? I don't know. Things are complicated. I'm not going to judge, but so long ago, I don't even remember her name. Isn't that terrible? What kind of scumbag am I? Well, maybe it's good that I can't remember past girlfriends' names. Well, past almost girlfriend. Let's go to the next question. Yeah. So backpacking is tough. Back to the question. Backpacking and hitchhiking is tough. Backpacking is easy. Hitchhiking is tough. And there are cheap hotels and stuff. And if you look at my Crazy German in Japan videos, look up Crazy German Cyclist videos on this channel. You'll remember there about a year ago or 2 years ago now, I met a young German kid who did a lot of illegal camping in parks here, which a lot of people do. Not a lot of people, but homeless people do it, so you can probably get away with it for a couple of days. Worst case. And it's pretty safe. Like, Japan is a place where you could camp out in a public park. The cop would tell you the next day you shouldn't do that, but no one's going to rob you or beat you up or rape you or rob you or rape you. Number 9, stupidest question. Number 9. I am left-handed. Is that going to be a problem for me, so I don't stand out and make friends if I come to Japan? If and when I visit Japan. Thank you. Really? Are you guys like digging the bottom of the bucket for stupid questions? Do you think there are no left-handed people in Japan? I thought left-handed people are supposed to be more intelligent. Come on, man. There are lots of left-handed people. I will tell you this, since to not waste the question completely. It's a stupid question, but apparently many, many years ago, in the old days, if you were left-handed, they would try to make you write with your right hand. Because kanji doesn't. Writing kanji from right to left, left-handed, it's really hard to do that way. You write right. Now they do it backwards, but in the old days sentences were written from right to left. After World War II, they changed it. And up to down, up from top to bottom. So anyway, last official question, and I got some other crap ones. Konnichiwa, o genki desu ka? I'm improving my Japanese language the best I can, and I love to. This is from Likavia. Last name Spirit Heart? That must be fake. That's a cool name. Excuse me. I'd like to move there for a dream job, and I'm dedicated to a job. I've been with Dollar Tree Company for 5 years now. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a dollar store. And looking through job options and a place to stay, my best option I can think of is a small compacted apartment. Till over time, I do great with a job like I like. I have a goal set up for me as having an apartment with enough space. I wonder how thick the walls would be because I own 2 violins. 1 original violin, and I love to practice playing over time. I don't like to be too loud if there was a rule about noise complaints in certain areas. This is the answer, okay? See? I'm sure if it's an electric violin, it's got one of these. You just plug it in, and you should be fine. Another stupid question. Some walls are thin, some walls are not so thin. If you live out in the country, probably nobody cares. You hear people, you walk by and you hear people playing piano sometimes. So it's not that big a deal. People practice, as long as you're not playing the drums really loud, I really wouldn't worry about it. Okay, those are the 10 stupid questions, but top 10 stupid. I thought there was 12. Like I don't know what happened. There is one I remember now. Really stupid question. I'm not even gonna bother looking it up on YouTube for you. I mean on Twitter. It comes from Twitter. Well, I will look it up. And this guy asked me, "What, dude? How do Japanese celebrate the 4th of July?" And I said they don't. And he's like, "Why not?" I said, "Because it's a different, I mean, you'd realize it's a different country, right?" And he's like, "Well, why don't you make a video explaining why they don't celebrate 4th of July?" Seriously, man? You want me to explain why Japan does not? Okay, so I had to, the video stopped. I didn't have to stop. So I'm using this camera, right? I use this camera to shoot that. But for some reason it stops at 23 minutes. I don't know why. This is that new Sony. I still got lots of footage to put up on that. So that's the end of the video. There was one more stupid thing I wanted to respond to, which is in one of my second to last video, the super long 25-minute drama one. Drama, how much is too much video? Someone said, your apartment is so small. This one room is not my apartment, dude. This is just my room. Okay, thanks for that though. And I guess that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. What should I ask you about? Okay. What's the name of your favorite animal in the world? Mine of course is Maggie. Who was your favorite animal and what kind of animal was it? That's the question for today. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys soon.